Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is a new day. It is Wisdom Wednesday. What's up, everybody? How are you? How are you? Man, I am just sitting here listening to some old school gospel, getting ready to just enjoy the day. How about that, y'all? Get ready to enjoy the day. So as you come on, say hello so that we can say hello back to you. My name is Cathy McReynolds, and what we do is we help you build your business with biblical principles online. So if you have a desire to grow your business and you need help with that, make sure you go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com. We come to you Monday through Friday, and today it is Wisdom Wednesday, and we're going to talk about winning or losing. You know, we had that election yesterday. A lot of things happened. Some people are happy, some people are not. But you, who's a child of God, how are you supposed to react? And also, we're going to talk about how we can relate this into your business as well. So make sure you go ahead and share. Also, in the comment section, let me go ahead and put the chat up here. In the comment section, let me know if you're catching this during the live or replay and what did you get out of this? Like, what was your aha moment? And also let us know what type of business that you either have started or you would like to start. And let us know how we can help you. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get everything started here. I am going to switch everything over and we're going to go ahead and get it going. So good morning again, y'all. Today on Wisdom Wednesday, I want to talk about winning. I also want to talk about losing. And so that you, in a way that will always honor God, because that's what we're called for, right? So yesterday's election, I know it's probably on the mind of a lot of people out here, but it reminded us of a reality that each of us will face, not just in politics, but in business and in life. See, there are times when you're going to come out on top and times when you don't. But as people of faith, we're called to approach these outcomes with a heart that's rooted in God's wisdom and also in his grace. So I'm going to go over like 4 tips that you want to think about when it comes to winning and losing, and also how you react to it and what you put out in the world. So you can get out there and you can start putting people down who won, or you can put people down who lost, or you can have something negative to say, or you can over rejoice, in things that it is not what God called us to do, right? I was reading for my morning studies today. I was reading in Corinthians, and just how Paul talked about, I could boast, but I'm not going to. I'm going to boast in my weakness. I'm going to boast in for what God called me to do. So when we really get into the word, we have to show up different from the way the world shows up. We're in this world, but not of this world, right? So number 1, y'all, it's okay to celebrate wins, but do it with humility. So I'm going to start with winning. See, when things go our way, whether it's elections, whether it's business ventures, or whether it's personal goals, it's so easy to feel on top of the world. You're so excited. You're like, yes, we did that. And that's okay, but do it with humility. And Proverbs 16:18 reminds us that pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. So you got to always, as I say, check yourself before you wreck yourself and ask, how are you celebrating? Are you being humble about it? Are you giving God the credit for it? Because his word teaches us that every victory, they're gifts from him, not solely from the results of our efforts. And winning is an opportunity to stay humble and to recognize that all success comes from him. Let me repeat that, y'all. All success comes from him. So when we're in business, a successful project, a successful quarter, that should lead us to give him more thanks and to reflect how we can use that success to bless others. It's not just about us. And trust me, I've been on that not so humble side of, yeah, it's all about me. This is why we won. This is why we did this. But just stay rooted in his word. And I promise you, that will go away. And when you catch yourself getting into that moment, into that spirit, you're going to immediately say, okay, God, guide me. Help me to stay humble so that I can always honor you in everything I do. And yeah, winning is, if you look at winning as it provides you an opportunity to serve your community, help others grow, help bless your church, and invest in the blessings into God's work, it's completely different. It's not about you. It's not like he is loaning this money to you, like in the talents uh, of the when he went away, and the talents of the stewards. He is loaning this to us. So how we handle it speaks about us and how we're rooted in God. So lesson number 2, y'all, is learning from the losses with grace. Let me say that again. You got to learn from these losses with grace. And so there's times when you ain't going to win. And there's times when you're going to fall short on those goals or experience setbacks in business. So in these moments, when you do, I want you to think of Romans 8:28. And when it says, we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, and we have been called according to his purpose. So when you face that loss, you want to ask yourself, ask God, what is the lesson that you want me to learn? I know that you're doing this so that I can go to a whole new level of what you're bringing me to. What is it that you want me to learn? Because God's going to use both of our wins and our losses to refine us, to shape us, and to draw us closer to his purpose. So when you experience that loss in business, it's tempting, y'all, to get discouraged, to question your abilities, or even to compare yourself to others. It's tempting. But is that what God wants? No, he wants you to learn from these moments so that you can grow stronger and you can become wiser. Every no that you experience or failed attempt is a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone for you to be able to grow to that next level. Just think about this. In his kingdom, there is nothing that is wasted. And even your losses can set a stage for greater opportunities. And we talked, I think it was on Monday Motivation, we talked a little bit about that. Number 3 is balance success and failure with integrity. You always got to have balances. You look at the election, you see a range of emotions on both sides. The same is true for business. You're looking at posts, people celebrating, people arguing, people putting people down. That's not what we're called to do. So while some people will be celebrating, while others will be disappointed, meet them at grace. And that's what, as believers, we're to respond. When you think about that, let it be grounded in Philippians 4:12-13. Just think about Paul and what Paul said. He said, I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty, but I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. So whether you find yourself in times of abundance, or whether you find yourself in times of lack, our stability and our strength will always come from Christ. So just remember that. And also remember what you put out, what you post, how you say things. Just ask yourself before you hit that send button, is this something that Jesus would do? Would Jesus, remember them bracelets we used to wear? Would Jesus do that? I don't remember exactly how it was said, but that's the same thing that goes for our business, y'all, is that in business, when you got to always have integrity, regardless of the circumstances. So your success shouldn't compromise your values, and your setbacks shouldn't diminish your faith. All right. So make sure that just stay rooted in God's principles and handle both of those outcomes with grace. That's what he called us to do, knowing that our true purpose is in honoring him. So ask yourself, and what I'm saying and what I'm doing and how I'm handling the loss or gain in my business, the loss or gain in this election that just happened, am I handling it with grace? Because that's what we as kingdom citizens are called to do. And finally, number 4, align wins and losses with God's greater purpose. And ultimately, every win and every loss is part of God's big picture. He in control, y'all. He is in control. So in business, our goal isn't just to win in the world's eyes, but to align it with God's purpose. 1 Corinthians 10:31 tells us, so whether you eat, drink, or whatever you do, business, do it all for the glory of God. Post, do it all for the glory of God. So this is our call, whether we're winning or losing, our mission is to reflect God's goodness. So as you reflect that and you look at the recent election or your own victories and your own losses, I just want you to remember this. Okay, put this in your remembrance. God is at work in all things. It is Him who is at work. Wins are your chances to serve humbly, and losses are your opportunities to grow. Either winning or growing, right? So in every outcome, we are invited to trust, to learn, and to keep moving forward in faith and in confident that He is guiding our path. He said, without faith, it is impossible to please Him. So I hope this brings you value today, guys. And I just want to say, God bless you guys in your wisdom as you navigate through your own personal wins and losses, and how you handle the things that are coming and you see online. Just have grace for someone. So if you need help, okay, I'm gonna transition over there as we go past this election. If you need help in growing your business online and you want to do that rooted in biblical principles, go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com. And we also, for early Black Friday, we have Genesis Academy where you can join that. I think it's like 85-90% off, but go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com/Genesis. It's a 10-week program where we'll walk you through every single step of how to start that business and grow that business and get clients and customers online. So I hope this brought you value today, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Meet everything with grace, win or lose. We're doing it for God. And that should keep a smile on your face. All right, talk to y'all later. Have a blessed day. See you tomorrow for Toolbox Thursday.